Привет, товарищи, и добро пожаловать на мой канал, я Wally. As of late, I've been talking about a lot of meet recaps. That's what's really, kind of sparked my interest, so to speak. And today we're going to be talking about the 1994 World Gymnastics Championships that took place in the spring of 1994 in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. So it seems like ever since this meet started, there's been a bit of controversy over the result. It was won by Shannon Miller. She won her second consecutive World All-Around title. Finishing second behind her was Lavinia Milosevic, and finishing third was Dina Kochekova from Russia, who many may not know was actually age eligible for the Barcelona Olympics. She competed at Europeans that year in Nantes of '92, but she did not make it onto the unified team. What I wanted to do today was take a look at all 12 routines from the top 3 all-arounders and score the routines for myself to see if there was any kind of funny business going on. I'm going to play the routine and then I'm going to put my score on the screen as well as what the actual score was. And then once we've watched all the performances, I'm going to come back with some of my final thoughts.
The World Championships last year, she had to stick both vaults for the all-around title. Here it is. Oh, difficult vault. The same one we saw Milosevic do. And she had the hop on the landing. Beautiful job. Excellent vault. It was a better vault. She opened up a little quicker. As you said, she was tight coming into the landing on the first vault. She opened up a little, just had to take that step forward. Most critical event for Shannon Miller. Because of her injury, she hasn't been able to train as much as she'd like on this event. She's still doing an excellent routine, just working a little harder to do it. Watch this combination. She'll go full over the bar. One of the first female gymnasts to ever perform it right into a release move. 1.5 turn, right into a transition.
Right on. She struggled a little in the preliminaries, but so far this is beautiful.
Her dismount is a double layout somersault. This is what she had a little trouble on in the preliminaries. Best she has done all week. She has got to be thrilled with that.
So our leader, Shannon Miller, is now ready to mount the beam.
This is the event that when I first saw Shannon Miller as a junior gymnast, that I thought she was exceptional. She has always had an uncanny sense of balance. Has always performed an extremely high level of difficulty. Slight balance check there with the arm. Two layout step outs. Now here's the Miller. Beautifully done.
Wow, right to the handstand. That's as well as she's ever done it in competition.
I think she's settling in. She looked a little nervous at the beginning of the routine to me. A big dismount. An important landing here. Round off. Full twisting double back. Great landing. Exactly what she needed to do.
You can really sense her confidence growing as the competition goes on, even as the week goes on. As well as on her final event, the vault, to do something that no American has ever done, and that is repeat as world champion.
score over 9-8 here. She could really set herself up going into the final event to win the all-around title. Some of Shannon's new front tumbling work.
Because Shannon has grown 4 inches in the last couple of years and had to struggle with some injuries, it has affected the level of difficulty in the last part of this tumbling routine. She has plenty. The judges certainly appreciate her acrobatic elements, but to the gymnastics fan, it's a little watered down, isn't it?
Fortunately for Shannon, the new code of points, though there's certainly some faults in the new code of point, it's working to her advantage. She can now do front tumbling passes that are not as physically challenging, yet earn the bonus points from the judges, like this one. Oh no!
He was in trouble. Good cover.
She really had to work to pull that out, but it will be a deduction. We'll see how severe.
Vital if Milicevic is to maintain the pressure on the world all-around defending champion Shannon Miller from the USA.
And Milicevic is so focused when she wants to be. She really is. She puts me very much in mind of the Russian gymnast. I can't remember her name now. It'll
We'll hop on that one. The only thing she has not won a gold medal in is the all-around. Nice high release move. She looks a little tight. Second release move. Best part of the routine, double front dismount, but a step on the landing. She doesn't have a routine that has amazing difficulty, but she has enough. Right at this moment to finish up on balance beam. She needs a very solid performance. Side somersault, difficult landing. That could be the difference, depending on what everyone else does. Very nice pass. 4 elements down the length of the balance beam. 2 of them somersaults. Excellent.
Oh, she's a little shaky.
I noticed from the very beginning, she's just been tight. She's nervous all of a sudden. That's the way that skill is supposed to be done.
This landing's going to be critical.
Pretty good job, but she has definitely opened up a slight little window in there. And what's nice about this gymnast is that she could do easier passes and still fulfill all the requirements in the code of points, but she chooses to do highly difficult tumbling passes. Beautiful opening, double layout.
This is a critical pass.
Whip back through to a twin half twist, punch front. I love to see her make the adjustments on the landing. She does them in a way that there's no deduction. Now watch, she ends with a triple twist. One of the most difficult tumbling passes to end with. Almost came up a little bit short, but such a talented gymnast. Pulls it right around. Part it's really going to take 9/8 to win this all-around competition.
As we now take a look back at some of the action that we were unable to show you, one of those important third position, Kochetkova.
Not a 10 tariff vault, 9-9 handspring, 1.5 somersault.
Gold, and the American has once again got the better over the Romanian. It's not over at all, as this youngster on the asymmetric bars, Dina Kochetkova for Russia, still has an opportunity of stealing that silver medal away from Milicevic or securing the bronze.
Beautiful work, that an original combination. The Shaposhnikova to front up prize clear circle. And deserving of a medal. Absolutely superb asymmetric bar work. Absolutely superb.
Well, this youngster from Russia impressed us greatly in the lead for Romania. Her total score of the four apparatus added together, 39.061. The action is got underway on the beam by Dina Kochetkova of Russia, a finalist in the vault, bars and floor in the qualification. A good competition so far for Dina.
And a fine gymnast. But already the story will unfold. Despite her beauty and her leaps, she really does need the big difficulty. And there, in her backward flight series, having only one somersault, but a beautiful full twisting backflip from standing position. Already seen a gymnast in the same idiom, Korkina, in rotation B, who was disappointed with her score. But Kochetkova just a little stronger in the legs. But so far, hardly a technical deduction. Beautifully extended legs, precise landings, no additional arm execution faults. Oh yes, and what a start. Well, she has thrown down the gauntlet to those to follow. Not a single error, not a big dismount, but beautiful gymnastics. And the competition on floor really could heat up, because here we have a superb tumbler. Dina Kochetkova from Russia, and she hasn't been put in this competition for experience. She's in with a hope of a medal. Handspring full twisting front, straight front. The posture and the general elegance around the neck and shoulder level of the Russian gymnasts is absolutely superior to any other gymnast. They may not have the difficulty of dance and they may not have the difficulty of tumble, but the basic posture is superb. Full twisting double back. Well, I don't think she stands a chance of getting gold or silver, but she's in with a shout of squeezing into the bronze medal position. She's certainly a world-class gymnast already.
So going into this, considering I have a Russian bias, some would say, I expected to have Kochetkova in first place. So when I was actually scoring the competition, it was a bit surprising to have her and Shannon tied. So there wasn't really as much of a robbery as I thought might have happened. Dina was still definitely robbed, justice for Dina, but I think there should have been a tie for first, as there was in 1985 when Emelianchik and Shushinova tied for the World All-Around title, although that title was not without controversy either, as neither one of them originally qualified for All-Around finals. So much about the FIG and gymnastics judging is political. That definitely happened here. You can see with Milosevic, she was overscored so much on bars and beam. There really isn't an excuse for it, in my opinion. Kochetkova definitely was scored with a different pen. She was actually scored fairly. I had the exact same score for her all-around as the original judges did. It's just that Milosevic and Miller were given gifts. Miller, especially on vaulting, if you look and see that vault, which is called a Hrystakieva, after the late great Snejana Hrystakieva from Bulgaria. She is supposed to keep her legs perfectly straight once she hits the horse, and she is so severely piked. The judges definitely did not deduct for that. And then on bars, some of her handstands were a bit iffy, and the body position on her double layout was not very good, especially compared to Dina, who had a beautiful double layout with, gorgeous arch, and she stuck it cold. Some of the judges I thought were a bit harsh on Dina's beam as well. She scored a 9.775. I had her at a 9.8, as did some of the judges obviously, but I would have liked to have seen more of the judges have her at that 9.8. The reason why this all matters is because obviously we want a fair sport, and I feel like so many results, even up to this day to a certain extent, are political. They are determined in back rooms before the competition even started. It absolutely was not a coincidence that Dina won the floor title here, almost as if it was a consolation prize for her not being judged fairly in the all-around. Do I think she deserved to win the floor title? Probably, but I think Milosevic did a good routine as well, and it probably could have gone either way. I definitely think Dina got the nod because she already should have had the all-around gold. So the floor gold was just her getting what should have already been hers, and then some. When this meet aired, I was 14 years old, and I was actually a Milo stan, believe it or not. So when she was second in floor finals, I was so sad. I thought she had been robbed like, 3 times already, right? I thought she should have won the all around. I just loved Mila for some reason. I don't know why. Later that summer, the Goodwill Games is when I fell in love with Russia and Russian gymnastics. I need to do a video on that because that was the meet that turned me into a Russian gymnastics fan for the rest of my life. That team consisted of Svetlana Horkina, Oksana Fabrichnova, now Kolozina, Yelena Grosheva, and Dina Kochakova. I would love to see your guys' thoughts. How would you have scored these 3? What would you have come up with? Sound off in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Do Skorva. Take care. Bye, loves.